Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Minnesota Vikings.
Let's go, 18 Gator.
Mike 5-4. All day, just like that, just like that.
Hey, Charlie. 54, let's go.
On 1st and 10, Jones. It's brought in by Harris. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Yo, you get it.
Now Jones looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Ready. 10 Lobo.
Let's go.
5.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Look at me. Door.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Kern, room past the 20. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Mike 50. Topper! Look at me, zipper! Go! Now.
The give to Taylor. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
54. Hey, orbit. Hey!
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Throwing Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check. Blue draw Corker. 49, check 49. Hey, high 7. Hey, Sam on.
Here's Taylor. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Check.
Bravo. Check 9. Let's go.
Taylor. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49ers' 42-yard line.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Right, 54. Here we go, D. Here I come. You go tight.
6-6. Bullet high.
You got tight right there. Mike 5-4. Hey. Hey, check 24.
Let's go.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
Down. 15 line. 15 line. Hey, Haywood. Ready.
On 3rd down, Kane. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Check. Crunch.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
5.
Jones now, operating from the gun. It's complete to Diggs. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
You can't block me.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
36.
Deep grip.
From the gun, Jones. He wants it all for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Target. Wide. Get wide. Shift.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
No running room for Zeke on first down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the right side with Elliott. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
To throw on third down, Kern. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that can spark a big burst right here.
A first down carry by Elliott. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Kern. Now that's Elliott, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. On fourth down, Kern. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football. Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
Got it.
56. Mike's 56. Tighten up. Pull together.
Elliott on first down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now this time he'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On 3rd down, Kern. Going to throw right side here, complete. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Back to throw. Kern, he's going to go up top for the hit. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
Jacobs now. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now after the loss, they come up 2nd and 11 from the 19-yard line.
Watch the pass. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And this one complete to Smith. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
On the double. Smith.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. Throwing on 3rd and long. Kern. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before break. Kern. And he will find his man on the outside. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, exit. Get it.
2nd and 6. And he finds a man on the crossing route. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Throwing on first down. Kern, he'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there. there for the Niners. 57 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Alpha.
On second and a couple. Jones, he finds Taylor, complete. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On the ready.
And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Yeah.
54
Now.
Jones operating from the gun. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
5.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it here. To the right side, and he's got more complete. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
I was going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's going to let this go, and he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. As his guys are in for 6, and the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 44. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field. That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks.
9 picks. You want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. In for the score. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He's going to look deep for more. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Bravo.
Mike 54. Mike 54. I'll get him. Get him.
To throw again. Kaplan. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Jones now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Complete to number 80. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 31. No.
Greystone, travel.
Operating from the gun, Jones. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on 3rd down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Let's make these babies cry.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kern. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter.
Rock it. Hey, zoom. 5.
On 1st down, Kern. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, wahoo!
Looking to throw. Kern. His throw caught at about the 5. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Smoke.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Hustle, hustle now.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to look deep for more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it.
And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. From 17 yards out. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more.
Niners 35, Vikings 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got Smith here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now Jones, back to the air on 2nd down. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them. I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Right there, 54 Mike.
They're not ready.
On 4th down, Jones steps away to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On 1st down, it's Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Look at me. Go. Now.
Again, it's Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Well, when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
He trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Jones throwing on first down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sideline.
And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Here we go. Set. 10 Lobo.
Double dog. That's the way. 6 guys.
Leo.
Switch it. Come here, switch it.
Get it.
To throw on 3rd down. Kern. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? I mean, they seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown is going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you got a heck of a chance to win.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Go.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, 1 set. Check Mike 54. Hit it.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But some